Bonsoir mesdames et messieurs, je suis votre présentatrice Agathe. Nous sommes le 8 novembre 2007. Aujourd'hui, c'est la 16e édition de Chess Now. Et mesdames et messieurs, ce soir, je suis vraiment excitée parce que nous avons deux invités sur notre plateau, Greg et Jeffrey, qui vont jouer en direct. Donc, je vous invite à nous téléphoner et jouer avec eux. Welcome to the episode 16 of Chess Now, live on November 8, 2007, broadcasting through public access television from New York, and around the world. Our phone lines are now open, so give us a call. Let's watch a real-time game while we wait for our first callers. That number is 212-757-1483. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited tonight because I have two guests here with me, Greg and Jeffrey. Greg and Jeffrey called 2 weeks ago and played with us, and tonight they came to visit us. I'm very excited, and you're welcome to call us and play with them. It's going to be a live game, and the winner of, if Jeffrey or Greg, either one wins tonight, you are welcome to come and play with the winner in 2 weeks. So thank you. Hi, Greg and Jeffrey. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm very excited to have you here, guys, tonight. I spoke to you 2 weeks ago, and I know you watch the show often. So what do you have to say? How long you've been playing chess, and what make you come here to play live with us?
Well, I think we've both been playing chess for a very long time. I've always known how the pieces moved. My grandmother taught me as a young child, but it wasn't until about a year ago that I started to study the game very seriously, to buy books, to go through opening theory,
Right.
to start playing at the club level with other, Class A expert, master players. And we decided to come to the show because one night it was really late. I couldn't fall asleep. I was surfing YouTube, and I put chess in, and Chess Now was the first thing that popped up, and I was blown away that there was a half-hour television show about the game that I hadn't heard of, and I watched all the episodes.
That's
and
awesome.
emailed them to my friends, yeah, and so here we are.
Oh, thank you. I'm very glad you're here.
And let me say thank you to Chess Now for having us.
Absolutely.
We are very excited to be here as well.
Thank you, guys. It's going to be a great show. As you see, Jeffrey and Greg are very good chess player. So you guys are welcome. Just call, talk to them, and comment on the game, and let us know. Comment the move, if you have better move, if you have suggestions, anything, So it's going to be a great show. And again, the number is 212-757-1483. So you can start.
Okay.
Start the game anytime now.
So what we have set up here on the board is a position that arose from a World Championship match between Karpov and Kasparov. It was their second match, actually, the match in which Kasparov took the title.
Right.
And this is game 11 from that match. And the theme of what Jeffrey and I are going to go through tonight will be games that arise out of the Nimzo Indian Opening, which is a D4 game. And this is a game that is a Nimzo Indian game. And right now, it's move 22 with black to move.
Okay.
And so
I just want to state Kasparov is white at this point,
True.
and Karpov is black.
Yes.
Karpov was the one who played the Nimzo Indian.
Yes. And so white has the initiative because white's queen is attacking the rook on d7, which is hung. Currently, there's nothing protecting it. And Karpov here played a seemingly natural move. And so obviously there are multiple ways to protect the rook. Well, I mean, I think I see two logical ways to protect the rook, and Karpov chose one of the two. And Jeffrey, do you want to take a guess as to which one Karpov?
I think he took the natural move. He developed the rook from c8 to d8, doubling up, creating a battery on the file, trying to put pressure on the white's back rank.
Exactly. That I mean, you double the rooks. It's like clearly it's natural. It's the strongest answer. It seems as though black takes control of the d file. The back rank is held. The bishop on b7 looks protected, and all of the pieces are communicating beautifully. However, 22 rook c d8 is, according to Karpov in his in his own estimation of the game, the greatest blunder in the entirety of chess history in 150 years. And Kasparov immediately played queen captures d7, which is kind of a paradoxical move, exchanging the queen for the rook.
Because black immediately takes back.
Naturally.
Queen for rook.
However, the continuation then follows with the rook on the e-file, checking the king, pushing the king to the h7 square, and then the bishop works together with the rooks, checking the king, buying a tempo. The black now is left with one logical option, which is to push the pawn to g6. Now, white, still with the initiative, takes the rook and has now won both rooks for the queen, which is roughly an equal exchange. However, at this point, white still has the initiative, and the bishop is hanging, and nothing is protecting it.
Not only is the bishop hanging, the bishop is the only piece, well, actually, the queen as well, but that's guarding this knight. And now he's going to have to move the bishop to save it, and at the same time, it's going to be leaving the knight weak.
Exactly. And at this point, black realized that the position was lost and resigned. When I first saw this earlier today, it blew me away because it seemed to me as though black still had a playable game. But after quickly reviewing it on the computer, it's obvious that white's initiative is crushing, and clearly Karpov is a good enough player to recognize that immediately. So now we're going to set the board up and just go through some simple Nimzo-Indian variations that would lead to that kind of dynamic play. And
okay, guys. Wow, you guys are amazing. Guys, I hope you're watching and listening, because obviously Jeffrey and Greg are real chess player. And we have a caller coming.
Greg, thank you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
This is just the absolute most exciting and fascinating television program.
Oh, thank you, and welcome to the show. We're happy to have you here. What's your name?
My name is Shuli. I'm a big fan of chess.
Oh, great.
Chess is just like the most exciting game. I mean, it's a beautiful model. Like Beth Ostrovsky wanted to, tear me away from chess. It couldn't happen.
Okay. So
can I make a move?
Sure. Do you see? We have Greg and Jeffrey tonight. They're playing live here.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Jeffrey.
hello.
Hello, how you doing?
And
How you doing?
Doing well, yourself?
Okay.
I'm okay. How are you guys?
We're doing excellent, thank you.
Okay. So who would you like to play with, Jeffrey or Greg?
Oh, don't make me choose. One or the other. Come on.
So, but you have to choose.
Okay, Greg.
Okay, Greg.
No, Jeffrey. I changed my mind.
I think that makes sense because you move first, I'll move the pieces for you, and we can talk through the game, and then Jeffrey can respond.
Okay, Jeff. So you're playing with Jeffrey, okay?
Okay.
All right, you ready, Jeffrey?
I'm ready. You're white, so you make the first move. No moves have been made. You started off.
Okay, I'd like to move the pawn, the third pawn in.
The C-pawn?
The C pawn. Yeah, is that what it's called?
Well, yes, it's on the C files.
C as in cat.
C as in
like a beautiful ocean.
it would more like a cat actually. It's algebraic notation. So this is A through H and this is 1 through 8. I'm not sure if you can see that at home, the notation, but yeah, this would be the C pawn. And so you have two options. You have C3, which I don't recommend, and C4, which is the English.
Why don't you recommend C3?
Well, it's simply
It's safe, but it's not aggressive enough.
It's playable, but yeah, I mean,
I want to be aggressive. I mean, I don't want to mess around here.
Okay, she want to be aggressive, so now.
in that case, let's play C4.
C4.
And so Jeffrey?
Well, C4, like, that's
Explosive.
like a chemical that they use in horrible wars, right?
And that's your opening. So, I mean,
There you go.
It's strong. I'm still going to go with the theme of tonight, the Nimzo. Traditionally, you'd use it against D4, and then C4 would follow, but with any luck, we'll transpose into it. So,
And even if we don't transpose, although we probably will, the Nimzo English is also a variation of the Nimzo Indian defense.
so
Okay.
You guys are a crack up.
Okay. Can we go to the next move?
yes, black moves NFC.
Waited so
Okay, so
Yeah.
we just had a four caller, and we.
Okay, so I'm going to take over for White now
Okay,
to,
guys,
go,
we're
to
gonna-
continue.
And then
We're gonna
anytime-
have. I'm sorry. We're gonna have another caller,
Sure.
so
Okay.
we're gonna continue with the next caller.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. I had a quick question for the guys. I used to play chess back in junior high school many moons ago, and I forgot a move. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right. En passant,
En passant.
and I forget how to stop it.
Right, well,
Say you're white, and you're moving first, and you're trying to get en passant on the black guy. How do I stop it? Because I forgot that move. I know it's something to do with a pawn.
Can you see this board
Yes.
pretty well at home? Okay, let's. We'll remember the position. Let's set it up real quick.
Okay.
Here's how en
Sorry, I'm
passant.
interrupting you again.
No, it's fine. Here's how en passant arises. Traditionally, pawns only could move one square at a time. At the same time, the queen got more power. To speed the game up, they allowed the pawn to jump 2 squares in the opening. Now, if you could only move 1 square, there's no way you could get past this pawn without giving me the option of taking it. But because we now allow on first moves the pawn to go 2 squares, see how you've slid right past my pawn? To avoid that, I can now take your pawn en passant, in passing. It's French.
Okay.
So I would take it like that. I've taken it en passant. If I don't take it this turn, if I say do this, you do something else. Next turn I can't do it. It's one turn only. It's my option. There's no way for you to prevent that other than not developing the pawn 2 squares on the first move. You would only have to develop 1.
Okay.
But there's no way to avoid it.
Okay. So what's your name again?
Julie.
Julie, thank you so much for calling, and I've been listening carefully too. Thank you for your question. So are you ready to make your move?
Do you want me to make a move now?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, we've
You
set
can
it
make
back.
a move if you want.
We set it back up. It's white to move.
And you playing
White.
white.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get that out. He can move the pawn to
Oh, we didn't hear what you say.
D3. The pawn to D3.
The pawn to D3.
this is a strong move that would lead to a classical style center game. I think that D4 would maybe be a stronger answer though, but we could play D3 and
Sure.
then White would kind of cede the initiative a little bit, and Black would be able to equalize much sooner. But
The reason why I said D3 because
Okay, Julie? Oh, I think we lost you. Thank you so much. And tonight we have two guys playing, Jeffrey and Greg here live, and we have women calling tonight. Thank you. We need some more. We need some more callers. 212-757-1483, and we're gonna continue the game with Jeffrey and Greg, and you're still welcome to call and comment on the game. And if you have any questions, of course, because they know what they're talking about.
if it's possible, actually, I was thinking we could set up the Nimzo Indian game that we were talking about before and play through a couple different variations, because there are some interesting traps that I think would be illustrative for the viewer of the technicalities that arise in this game. Okay. So if the continuation were to continue with D4 and then the classic Nimzo Indian response of E6 and then NC3 and then
Bishop
at this point
B4.
At this point, this is the Nimzo Indian proper, and now there's more than one way that White can continue here. White could simply develop logically with NF3. The downside of this is that White would then be accepting the doubled pawns after B captures C3.
When the bishop takes the knight, for those not as conversant with algebraic notation.
And then when the pawn captures the bishop, now in this point in the game, White now has these pawns, the doubled pawns, which is a weakness. And the idea behind the Nimzo Indian, which is a pawn snatching opening, is that in the end game, black will be able to pile up on this weakness, win a pawn, and potentially win the game.
So there's a way for white to avoid that.
There is a way for white to avoid this.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have 2 callers.
Okay.
So we're gonna continue the game.
Sure.
Okay.
And it's very
Should we take it back to where it was
From,
or from here?
Sure, we can take it back to
from
where it
the
was.
move.
Yep, we were.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got it.
Yep.
We're trying just to to
Yep.
finish the game.
Yep.
And then,
No problem. And so
the
this is where
viewers,
we
they
had
can
left
follow.
off. This was white's last move for the caller. My move is e6. White to move. Caller.
Okay, guys. I hope you can see.
Hi.
Hi.
So you know what? It's much more interesting, especially with me on the phone, to defer to you. I'm sorry, I forgot your name in white, just to see what you're doing. But I'd also like to know if you guys had any experience with those fellas in Washington Square Park, and if you could
yes.
them hands down.
Okay.
Well, hands down, I'm not sure. They're professionals at what they do. However, the blitz chess that's played in Washington Square Park is not disciplined chess. It's a fascinating thing. I'm in love with blitz chess. I play it constantly. I do hang out in the park. I do play with those guys. I know a lot of them by name.
And he gives some of them a run for their money.
Some of them I can beat. I don't play anymore. The best guy in the park, I'm going to send this out to him right now, is Joe. Joe G is by far the strongest player in Washington Square Park. I've beaten Joe before, but he's got a plus score against me that's immeasurable.
And I don't.
If I go from there to play, do you recommend bringing like a handgun or a knife or something like that?
Not so much a handgun or a knife, so much as maybe a good
Some
sense
money.
of humor.
Yeah.
And some money. Yeah,
Because you're
there
going to
you
lose
go.
it.
So what's your name again? Hello?
My name
Yes.
is Josh.
Josh. Okay. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Thank you. I've watched it a few times. Actually, I tried to get in touch with you before. I'm a photographer doing a portrait project on cable access TV personalities, and would love to have you involved. Agatha, isn't it?
Greg or Jeffrey?
No, I think he wants you, Agatha. I don't think anyone wants us for
star
the
of the
photo
show.
op.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know, I haven't seen Greg and Jeffrey before. Have you guys been on before?
This is our first show, actually.
All right, Josh.
Yes.
Josh. Well, you know my you just contact me and then we talk. Okay.
Do you have an email address that you use for the show, or what?
Yeah, on YouTube you can contact me by through YouTube. Okay.
Cool. I'll do it.
Thank you so much for calling.
Rick Black-
All right, so we lost Josh. Thank you so much for calling, and we're gonna have another caller.
Okay.
So you guys have to make the move because we're not gonna have the time to finish the game, and we really want to finish the game tonight. So,
Hello?
hello.
You need me to make a move there?
Yes, you can make a move.
Let me see. Well, I guess can I move one? I'll move the white piece. One of the white pieces, a pawn, and I guess it might as well just go with a standard classic shouting "Baba Booey" 100 times. That seems like an appropriate thing to do. I got through to the call-in show. I might as well just shout "Baba Booey" a bunch.
All right, so thank you for calling. We need some serious callers because we need to move on.
See, because I was
So
thinking that was an
you guys
A-pawn
can
move.
just keep playing, keep playing, and then if anybody call, we're just gonna make them.
Sounds good.
They can just comment or suggest a move.
Okay.
So we hoping
Slide
to
it-
finish this
slide
game
into the
tonight
Nimzo with
because
the
we
time.
need a winner.
Bring
And
it, Bishop B4,
one of you
QC2.
callers, viewers, will come and play with
That's all.
Jeffrey or Greg, one of the winner tonight. We don't know yet who's gonna win, of course, but these guys, they know what they're talking about.
This line.
And I love this show tonight because it's all about chess, and we have some serious callers. We have some great chess player live here at on the studio with us, and I'm very glad to have them. And you can do like them. You can come here and play live, and interact with callers and viewers and comment and explain chess because we need people that really can explain the games and explain how to play chess, and so you guys can learn.
I think
Hello. Do we have a caller?
Oh yes, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, just watching the television program. I enjoyed it. Have you ever seen a film called Searching for Bobby Fischer?
No.
Yes.
That's a film that's all about chess.
It's actually based on a true person. It's based on the life of Joshua Waitzkin.
Hello?
Who is that?
Joshua Waitzkin.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
again, I thought it'd be fun if I just mentioned Baba Booey and how.
All right. We guys need to finish this game. I'm sorry. We don't have enough time left. So you have to call. You're going to have, I don't know if we can have more callers because we don't really have time for that. So, okay. So you guys just going to watch the game now because we don't have enough time left. And Jeffrey and Greg, they're just going to continue the game and then we see who wins. And but you learn from that. You can listen to them, and you learn from that and enjoy it. Okay.
It's white to move right now. Greg has my knight pinned to the queen.
I'm playing NF3 to try and catch up in development on my king side.
I'm going to move my knight to E4, which threatens his queen at the same time it exposes my queen.
I'm going to accept the queen exchange.
Greg takes.
So what do you think of his move, Jeffrey?
I expected it from Greg. I mean, I think it's the stronger. It's aggressive. There's no
Right.
reason to have the queens on the board. I'm going to reciprocate. When I reciprocate, my knight is going to be in threat by his pawn. His bishop is in threat with the rook. So the question now is not so much do we trade queens, but do we pull our minor pieces back and save them, or do we just trade off? That's the real question, I think, at this
Okay,
stage.
guys, while they're playing, I just want to remind you that you can, if you're interested to come and play here with us, you can contact us through YouTube. And you can even watch the previous episode on youtube.com/chessnow. And if you have any suggestions, you can just send us an email. So we keep watching the game with Greg and Jeffrey.
That was nice. I like that one, Greg, but it still doesn't.
So how are we looking at
Well, now that the queens are off the board, White is trying to maintain the minuscule advantage that White has, which is the bishop pair.
right?
With the queens off the board, Black is pretty much safe, and will have a good endgame, probably a better endgame at this point, to be perfectly honest.
That's what I'm hoping for. Because you know what? I want to come back next week.
I'm going to cede the pair
All right.
if he accepts.
No,
which I'm guessing.
I
he
am
will.
going to accept. I'm going to accept for two reasons. One, actually, mainly one reason. I guess we're running low on time, so I'm playing kind of fast here.
Yeah, you guys can just,
And I think it's more fun to, if you're playing fast, to just reduce on down to our king pawn endgames.
I hope you guys are home and watching carefully.
Where do we want to go? I need to do-
Okay,
all
guys.
right. There we go. Bring the bishop out.
Okay, guys. While we watching, while Greg and Jeffrey keep continue the game, I just want to let you know that an invitation to you guys to take part in the behind the scene of the production of Chess Now. You are welcome to show up early to a live projection and introduce yourself to the crew. Also, if any writer is interested in putting together some segment. If you guys are interested in putting together a segment for the show, please click through our Open YK page at the website. And if you put together some content, please be sure to specify your name so we can give you credit. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for everybody that called tonight and comment on the game, for your question, and thank you for the crew. Thank you guys, you're doing a great job. And thank you for Greg and Jeffrey. We're going to keep watching the game. And we will let you know who won So if you want to come next time and play with one of them, I don't know yet. We're still watching. I don't know yet who's winning. Maybe Jeff or Greg. But thank you so much for watching us. We see you in 2 weeks. And thank you for your support, for your love, for your comments on YouTube. I need to see more comments, and I will answer myself to some of your comments. And thank you so much, guys. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. So you guys, ooh, it looks like.
Accept the draw. The material is 100% even, and yeah, it's a very even position here.
You had a